Yo, Bryce, join me. Bryce, join me. Bryce, join. Yo. Yo guys, go subscribe to my my YouTube channel. It's the same as my Twitch. It's just called Ghost Thundercloud. Buddies. Something that she liked to do. Alright boys, I suck at this game. I don't even have a gun. How did I not land on that? No fudging way, yo. That's bullshit.
recent memory, you may recall both the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and 2011 Japan tsunami. Or about the height of 17 people stacked on top of each other. The waves smashed into Indonesia, South Asia, and the east coast of Africa, punching as deep as 2 kilometers inland from the coast in some places. As you can see from photos like this one, the damage in these places was often extensive. The tragedy claimed the lives of around 250,000 people, making it the deadliest tsunami in all of history, while the 2011 Japan tsunami was the costliest damage. That tsunami was also generated by an earthquake that created waves as high as 4.5 meters, just about 5 meters shorter than the Statue of Liberty, that came slamming into the Japanese east coast, traveling up to 10 kilometers inland away from the coast. As you can see from photos like this, that looks like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, with what used to be a road stretching out into the Atlantic Ocean. The economic cost of Japan was enormous. An estimated $300 billion in damages was done, more than the entire GDP of South Africa. But these are what are called regular tsunamis, and there is an entire other class of gigantic waves that are simply called mega tsunamis. Unlike the regular tsunami that is created by an earthquake, a mega tsunami is usually created when a massive amount of material suddenly falls into water, which displaces that water into a huge wave. The most tragic and possibly terrifying instance of this happening in recent times the Italian government and a construction company were building what at the time was going to be the largest dam on Earth. The only problem was that they were building this dam with a huge level of unstable mountains on the planet. For months leading up to the completion of the dam, there were several minor landslides and other signs that there could be a catastrophe coming, but rather than heed the numerous warning signs, the Italian government actually decided to sue the people who
Yo, Bryce is being a piece of crap and not joining, and I'm streaming.
Whatever.
Yeah, but dude, Bryce is being such a piece of crap. He's playing with some random default skins.
How do you know that?
Because I joined his party and there's like 30 default skins, playing Playground with him. Yo, I hit that. Bro, Durfboard.
I have to call my mom again. See if I can call.
Don't call to see if you can play. Then
No,
she'll
how
just
can I
say,
get in trouble?
so what? Just say you forgot to call.
Can I play Fortnite while I wait on Dad? Can I play Fortnite and talk to Ethan while I wait on Dada?
No, you talk to your daddy. I'm not here to talk to him.
Nick.
Wait, Mama, please. I'll be right back. I may be right back, but I may not. So yeah, I'll be right back.
That's why I said don't call.
Hello, Judgy.
Yo, I might have just killed Bryce. He was wearing the
didn't.
skin he always wears, and he's still spectating me.
Wait, I'm gonna join this party and see. Just invite me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm breaking these kids down. Kid, I pumped him for 28! Pumped a default for like 38 damage.
Invite me now.
Alright.
All the warning signs until it was obvious that the mountain was actually going to collapse directly into the dam's reservoir. The engineers calculated the landslide that would likely occur, lowered the water in the reservoir to what they believed was a safe level, and then
I can't
actually
believe my
stood
dad
on
said I
top of
could
the
play.
dam the night that they
I
expected
was
the
hoping
landslide
he
to
said
occur.
yeah, but...
The only problem was,
Can you invite me now?
Hurry up.
This is just like Discord. Okay, wait, what are you streaming on? Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I on Fortnite?
Yeah.
So what is it called?
Whatever.
What's your stream called?
It's just called, I don't know. Just search up Ghost Thundercloud.
That distinction would have to go to a mega tsunami that happened here in India, Alaska, back in 1988. A powerful earthquake caused a massive landslide to occur here at the backside of the bay. The huge amount of land that came crashing into the bay created a titanic wave 525 meters high that slammed into this part of the bay, completely went over it and smashed into the other side here, causing huge amounts of damage to the rest of the bay, destroying millions of trees. The height of this wave was over 100 meters higher than the tip of the Empire State Building, and just 16
You're not streaming?
Yeah, I am. Wait, just sub to my channel.
I can't see your stream.
Can you just subscribe?
Okay. I'm gonna leave and join back. Wait,
Okay.
am I doing an email? You see me doing an email?
Yeah. You're fine, bro. Just leave and you'll still be on Fortnite when you come back.
meters high, which would have
Oh, there,
completed
I'm
time.
in.
About 1/3 of the northern portion of the volcano collapsed into the ocean and generated a wave 600 meters high, which would have completely inundated the entire island of Molokai and wreaked havoc on the rest of the
Why do we
island
have to leave
This
earlier?
wave would have been about the height of 4 great pyramids of Giza stacked on
What
top of
what
each
time
other.
is the picture?
Even that pales in comparison to the largest ever known mega tsunami, which was caused by
He
an
are,
asteroid.
he's on
About
speaker, so
66
he can
million
hear you.
years ago, the same asteroid that likely killed the dinosaurs also caused possibly the largest mega tsunami in all of Earth's history when it
So,
crashed
wait, what
into the
time is
modern-day Gulf of
training?
Mexico. The asteroid was 10 kilometers in
That's
diameter
pretty
and released an
fast.
unbelievable 100 teraflops of TNT worth of energy. For comparison, the Tsar bomb, which is the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated, released only 1/2 millionth of that same amount of energy.
Okay, I'm
You
back.
would need 2
No, I
million
said get
Tsar
off
bombs
that.
to
You
release the
gotta
same
go.
amount of energy, which caused an equally unbelievable
What?
wave roughly 5 kilometers high that would have smashed 32 states of the modern-day United States. That's not even counting part of the Alps. By about 500 extra meters. In fact, the height is higher than all of the mountains in the entire Alpine mountain range. These waves were so...
That was the biggest cost.
Just drop here. Nick. Yo, are you allowed to stay on?
Maybe. No, I'm in the tree.
Let's go, pump.
That's him though.
Oh no, that's an SMG.
You have a,
But what?
you have a,
I think
there's something. I'm not kidding, there's something.
the whole thing is built out of cost. The most expensive cost.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is pretty.
And we're getting a loan for how much? 300?
Give me a bad running next to
Dude, are you allowed to play?
Well,
Hey.
plus the money that we said we had off. That's why I said I had to get my tax.
Oh my, there's a blue car, there's a purple taxi right there.
I don't need it. I have actually, yeah, I do. I thought for a second I had a pump. I have attack though. Yo, you need a med kit really bad. Oh, I have bandies for you over here. Here. There's bandies in the house I'm in. I'm kidding, guys.
they were to have happened in the Indian Ocean, the entire island of Madagascar would have been completely submerged in water for a time. Imagine being on an island beside the the clutches of the ocean waves, no matter how high on the land you get to. It's a weird thought that this happened 66 million years ago. Something like that never happened again, unless the 0.0001% chance of So listen, you think this child will grow up to become a good man, an honest man? Well, think again. Hitler was born Adolphus Hitler in 1889 in a small town in Austria-Hungary. His father, Alois Schicklgruber, was born out of wedlock, but eventually changed his name to that of his stepfather, becoming Alois Hitler. Alois was a mid-level Austrian customs officer, not really rolling in cash, but certainly rolling in women. He married a rich, older lady, but then immediately started having affairs, including one with a much younger house servant. A few years later, he left his sick wife to be with his mistress, but since the Catholic Church didn't allow divorce at the time, he couldn't marry her. So he waited for his old wife to die and had a child in the meantime. Then his wife died, so he married his mistress and had another child, but then his new wife got sick, so he employed his much younger cousin Clara to take care of her. Then when his new wife died, he immediately got Clara, his cousin, pregnant, and then married her. In that order, you rockstar. Clara and Alois had 3 children together, who all tragically died while in infancy. So when the 4th child, Adolf, came along, Clara spoiled him rotten. The Hitlers had 2 more kids, and the family moved around a few times, meaning Adolf had to attend 5 different elementary schools. Adolf's father was strict, quick to anger, and took most of it out on the eldest son, until he had enough and ran away to leaving 7-year-old Adolf to do most of the chores and get berated by his father. The result was a difficult relationship with his dad while he was still attached to his mother. He worried over him and his health.
Hold on. What? Okay. All right, I will. Bye. Love you, bye. Alexa, off.
Hitler did well in school at first. His grades attend 5 different elementary schools. Adolf's father was strict, quick to anger, and took most of it out on the eldest son, until he had enough and ran away at the age of 14. He said that Adolf did most of the chores and was berated by his father. Relationship with his dad was his mother. Worried over him and his health excessively. Hitler did well in school at first. His grades were good and his teachers praised him. He was popular with the other kids and enjoyed gathering them together to play war games. He also got the particularly liked cowboys and Indians. As he grew older, though, he started to get into trouble. He was caught smoking once, organized a raid on a local orchard, tormented his pro-Austria religion teacher with symbolic gestures, displaying his allegiance to the idea of united Germanic people under a greater German state defending of Austria. You know, the usual. All of this enraged Adolf's father, who punished him severely. The area of Austria-Hungary that Hitler lived in was once part of the German Confederation, and many considered themselves to be his father said, and since his father was a Protestant, Hitler got big into German nationalism. This enraged Adolf's father, who punished him severely. Around this time, a family tragedy struck. A 6-year-old brother, whom he loved a lot, died immediately when Adolf was 10, and was buried in a cemetery just across from their home. Around this time, strange behaviors such as talking to trees and staying up late staring at the stars from the cemetery walls. He lost interest in religion, and his school grades started to decline, which enraged his father, who punished him severely. It also didn't help that he had just entered high school, and the cool city boys treated him like a rural peasant. He had to repeat a grade and had little interest in most school subjects, instead spending his time reading and drawing, which he was quite good at. One day his father said, "Son, someday you'll be a big balls public official like me." And Adolf replied, "No, father, I'm going to become an artist and soar high above the clouds of the eagles." This enraged his father, but by this time he was an old-ass man, so he just sort of let it go.
and then died of a lung hemorrhage. Hitler just about passed his final semester and celebrated in the secret way by getting blackout drunk and wiping his ass with a certificate. However, he didn't take the overall final school exam, instead just dropping out. And now 6 boy is unemployed without much money. For the next 3 years, he stayed that way. He spent most of his time at the opera with his only friend, August Kubizek. Kubizek later wrote his memoir and said he was passionately interested in many things, but he was immensely invested in his just like his father and an extraordinary situation around him. When he was 18, he said he was sacrificed his exam for high school. He failed. Soon after, he had to return home. His mother was sick, and her health was rapidly deteriorating. Hitler stayed by her side, and when she eventually died, the doctor said he had never seen someone so overwhelmed with grief as Hitler was. Then Hitler returned in the end, still hoping to find a career in the arts, but he never did. Instead, now reserved making one little exactly when and how Hitler's extreme ideological the man, Hitler's supporter, was an outspoken anti-Semite. There were many right-wing anti-Semitic newsletters which interested believer in the idea that there are many ways to spread it around the purest of German Aryan people, and the worst of which, he believed, were Jews. Since Austria-Hungary was a multi-ethnic empire full of lesser races, Hitler wasn't a fan. So when he was 24, he moved to Munich in Germany to avoid the military service, and for 1 more year he was a drifter on the streets, until something huge happened. In 1914, long-standing tensions in Europe erupted into the First World War. Crowds across Europe celebrated the news. Within days, Hitler volunteered for the German army. The war gave him a purpose in life. His fellow soldiers gave him friendship and brotherhood. Despite the horrors of war, Hitler considered it to be the best time of his life. He was reportedly a brave soldier and was awarded the Iron Cross, first class. He was also very lucky and had many close encounters with death. His luck ran out in 1916, however, when an artillery shell injured his leg. He went back to Germany to recover and was outraged to find a general apathetic anti-war attitude among the exhausted and hungry German populace. With the war turning against Germany, he returned to the front lines, but was temporarily blinded by a British gas attack in 1918. A month later, still recovering in hospital, Hitler learned of Germany's defeat and surrender. Determined terms of the peace treaty were tough on Germany. It had to pay a lot of money and lose a lot of soldiers. These conditions weakened Germany and humiliated the German people. Europe's borders changed after the war too. New countries were formed after Russia's lost territory. Austria-Hungary was dissolved, and there was one big new country splitting Germany into two. Hitler, seeing the country he loved humiliated like this, said that hatred grew in him for those responsible, by which he meant communists and Jews, who he believed had stabbed Germany in the back by spreading dissent and anti-war propaganda back home. Since Germany's military had to be reduced, Hitler could no longer remain a soldier after the war, but he kept working for the army as an informant. After the war, communists in Germany had attempted a revolution, and the government was worried about communism in general, so Hitler was tasked with infiltrating and reporting on any new political parties that could pose a communist threat. A new party called the German Workers' Party threw up a whole bunch of red flags, so Hitler went along to one of their meetings, but found that they weren't communist at all. They were extreme right and showed many of his extreme beliefs, so he left the army and signed up to join the party. His fantastic speaking abilities impressed the party's leadership and supporters, and he very quickly rose to the top. A makeover, so he renamed it to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, the Nazi for short, and he gave it a new color scheme. The Nazis weren't very specific on politics, but Hitler made extravagant promises to return Germany to its former glory by undoing the Treaty of Versailles and reuniting all ethnic Germans into one nation. He also said that only pure Aryan people should be allowed to be citizens, and that all Jews would lose their citizenship. These ideas were already common in extreme right politics. What set the Nazis apart was Hitler himself, and they quickly became the leading party on the extreme right. Political parties apparently the Nazis were full protection detachment, later changed to the very delightful gymnastic and sports, and finally settling on the ominous Storm Detachment, or SA for short. Their job was to defend Nazi party meetings and intimidate political opponents. They would frequently engage in battles with communists on the streets. Since the Allies had demanded a reduction in Germany's military size, many trained soldiers were left unemployed. They liked the Nazi ideology, and it was only natural for them to join the SA, which grew larger and larger over time. The new democratic government that formed after World War I was pretty effective. In order to pay reparations to the Allies, it started printing more money. The problem is that printing money doesn't actually give a country more money, it just makes it less valuable. So as the country printed more and more money, it became worth less and less, and the currency crashed. In 1919, $1 was worth about $4. By December 1923, $1 was equal to 4.2 trillion marks. The price of bread rose to 200 billion marks. Banknotes became worthless. Unsurprisingly, in such an economic crisis, Germany struggled to pay the Allies. The French were pissed about this, so they occupied the Ruhr and wanted to look back at the economic output of the area was in total, approximately 150 Germans were killed during the occupation. Germans were furious, and now would be a great time to lead a revolution. In November 1923, inspired by something a certain older man did here earlier, Hitler stormed the revolt and built an uprising against the government. With his supporters, he marched on the streets of Munich, hoping the police Hitler was put on trial for treason and been sentenced to life, but the right-wing judges thought it was a pretty good trial. Took the opportunity to make the
Kid, are you serious right now? Yo, I almost murdered that guy.
And in the end, he was sentenced to just 5 years in prison, of which he only served 9 months. And when I say prison, it was more like a pleasant hotel stay where he had plenty of time to write a book. The whole affair was covered by the media nationwide, and it made Hitler famous. Hitler and his extremists were now known throughout Germany, but the everyday German still didn't care much for him. In the 1928 election, the Nazis only won about 2% of the vote. Many were still intimidated by all the violence and the shouting and how a politician like Hitler, but a new economic crisis would change all of that. To help Germany pay its reparations, America agreed to give it loans. In October 1929, the Wall Street crash happened, and America wanted its money back. The economic strain this put on an already struggling Germany was severe. Unemployment skyrocketed, poverty was widespread, and Germans were sick of it. It was clear that the newly formed democracy wasn't working. In the face of crisis, Germans began moving to the political extremes. If you were German and wanted change, your choices now were either the communists or the Nazis. Hitler claimed that he was the only one who could return Germany to its former glory. The Nazi Party used propaganda to make Hitler seem like a great and powerful man, and they gave the German people a scapegoat to blame for all their suffering. The promise of a single strong dictator was a breath of fresh air for Germans after years of failing democracy. Some bought into his extreme ideology. Some didn't agree with the racism, but were willing to vote for him anyway. Many didn't know much about politics at all, just got caught up in the hype. Election after election, the Nazis became more and more popular, until in 1932, they became the biggest party in the German parliament. Hitler came to truly believe that he was some sort of great, destined savior of Germany. He turned megalomaniac. He decided to run for president, and did surprisingly well, but still lost to the extremely popular World War I general, Paul von Hindenburg. Since he was now the leader of the biggest party, though, he demanded President Hindenburg make him chancellor. But Hindenburg was reluctant, seeing that Hitler was clearly such a big racist. In dispute, he was forced to Hindenburg to take over the chancellorship, given the rising support for communism. And leader of the Center Party, von Papen, who had been secretly negotiating with Hitler, said to Hindenburg, "How about we make Hitler chancellor on the condition that I get to be vice chancellor, and most government jobs go to us moderate conservatives? That way, I'll get to keep my power. I mean, we'll get to keep our power, and we'll control Hitler like he's already puppet. What? Yeah, everything." Hitler became chancellor of Germany in January 1933, but he was not yet a dictator. In February, the German parliament building was set on fire. Historians still aren't sure who did it, and many suspect the Nazis did it themselves, but Hitler blamed the communists, and he convinced President Hindenburg to sign an emergency decree allowing him to imprison all communists and other political opponents. Communists and others were sent up to the first concentration camp in Dachau. At this time, the elderly President Hindenburg passed away, giving Hitler the perfect opportunity. He introduced a law to Parliament that would allow him to make all future laws and decisions entirely on his own. With his political opponents in prison and the SA intimidating others, Hitler's law passed. Just
I'm kidding.
Just 2 months after becoming chancellor, Hitler was now a dictator. He still had one problem. The leader of the SA wanted the SA to take over the job of the regular German army, and the German army didn't like that idea. Hitler needed to maintain the support of his professionally trained German army, more so than his rough and rowdy SA. So one night in June 1934, he had Röhm and many other of his own SA officers rounded up and murdered. While he was at it, he took the opportunity to brutally settle some personal scores as well. Politicians who had disagreed with him in the past, reporters who had printed negative articles about him, one guy who did absolutely nothing, but they thought he was someone else. In some cases, even their families were murdered. In total, up to 200 people were killed in what became known as the Night of the Long Knives. The army, now satisfied that they wouldn't be replaced, pledged total allegiance to their new Führer, and Hitler's control was now absolute. Life in Germany changed violently. Freedom of the press, expression, and public assembly were suspended. Jews were initially branded and their businesses boycotted, and eventually, Hitler would go on to have 6 million Jewish men, women, and children killed in concentration camps. Hundreds of thousands of people were forced into sterilization for physical and mental imperfections. The Hitler Youth became a way to brainwash the young. Boys were trained to fight and returned home from camp violent. Girls were told their purpose was to have many pure Aryan children, and they would sometimes return from camp pregnant. When their parents parents were understandably horrified, their children would threaten to turn them over to the Gestapo for standing in the way of Germany's greatness. The standard greeting changed, and you could be sent to a concentration camp for not using it. This way, it seemed like everyone was a Nazi supporter. If you dared oppose Hitler or speak out against him in any way, you also would be sent to a concentration camp. German nationalism captivated the young Adolf. Extreme ideology and anti-Semitism festered in him as a young man living a hard life on the streets. Germany's defeat in the First World War filled him with hatred and thirst for vengeance. A political movement that treated him like a god and hundreds of thousands turned to him as their savior, made him a megalomaniac. And soon, his aggressive foreign policies would drive the world into a second tragic global war, otherwise known as This video was made possible by Skillshare. Scherzel was a man with many talents. He was an artist, a butterfly enthusiast, and he had an unfinished manuscript about aliens. Clearly, he was a man with an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Maybe he could have loaded up his computer and logged onto Skillshare, an online learning community with more than 19,000 classes in design, business, technology, and more. Perhaps he was considering a site for fashion, but didn't know where to start. On Skillshare, he would find courses in fashion design and garment construction. Or if he wanted to learn app design, improve his photography, or just how to make a really good quesadilla, he would have found courses for all of these and more on Skillshare. Skillshare gives you access to high-quality classes taught by genuine experts working in their field. I work heavily with animation, and I was genuinely blown away by the number of really useful courses available to me, like this class full of tips and tricks for creating vector art, or this one for creating character walk cycles. For an annual subscription, Skillshare is under $10 a month. And if you'd like to try it out first, then I've got a deal just for oversimplified viewers. The first 1,000 people to use this link, which was found in the description, will get their first 2 months of Skillshare for just 99 cents. Be sure to try it out using the link in the description and learn something new today. Now, without further ado, it's 1902. A young man by the name of Benito Mussolini moves from Italy to Switzerland to avoid military service. He gets big into socialism, working for trade unions, writing for newspapers, advocating violence. This gets him into big trouble in Switzerland. He gets arrested, sent back to Italy, set free, returns to slavery, goes back to Italy again, military service, avoiding it, and then after a brief stint as an elementary school teacher, he finally returns to work as an army socialist. He was anti-war, so when Italy colonized Libya in 1910, he got arrested. Then World War I came along, and once again he protested Italy's involvement. But then he thought, wouldn't it be peaceful to bring about the social climate needed to overthrow European monarchies and bring about the socialist revolution everywhere? Suddenly he was in for a war, but his fellow socialists didn't war stand. Not based on class divisions tearing us apart, but based on unity through nationality. We'll conquer the Mediterranean and reunite all Italian people, just like the days of the Roman Empire. I'll call it fascismo, and it'll guide the Italian nation to greatness. That's all well and good, Mr. Mussolini, but what kind of haircut am I giving you? Let's go with...
Get out of my lobby, kid. That's right. Take a seat. Oh, what the? Serious, I should have just tried to deagle him.
I wonder if this guy just got his teammate up. Here's something to myself. found me. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Check your Discord DMs. One second.
Please don't tell me this guy's on a console, dude.
No.
Dad's outside. All right, guys, gotta go. Hope you like my stream. See you later.